Alrighty everyone, welcome back to another Blox Fruits video. Today we're going to be going from level 1 all the way to Godhuman in a single video. So let's get started. We are currently level 1, but as you can see we have $153,000. That's because I've been chest farming at level 1. It was absolutely excruciating, but I did it all because I want to buy Dark Step straight away. So let's go buy our first fighting style that we will need for Godhuman. Now, Godhuman is the most difficult fighting style in Blox Fruits to obtain. It will take me all the way to the 3rd sea to get it, and that's because I have to get every single fighting style in Blox Fruits to 400 mastery. If you were to add up all the expenses of Godhuman from buying every single fighting style, it's going to cost me over $20 million and also 26,000 fragments. Alright, so without further ado, let's go start farming and get to level 20 so we can fight our first boss.
Diamonds in the light, glowing in the night like firefly.
Alright, time for our first boss, the Gorilla King. Let's get into it.
Like the sunset in your eyes, floating like a halo paradise. Somehow you make all the wrong things right. Now that I got you, we could burn it.
There we go, nice and easy. The Gorilla King's like really pathetic, honestly, and because we have a combat style that isn't just combat, we're gonna beat him pretty easily. Alright, so it's time to move on to the next area and the next boss in the pirate village. Let's go.
We could burn it down, 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 down. We could burn it down, 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 down.
Alright, so we're level 50. I just got my hands on our first fruit, and it luckily is a Logia fruit, which is very, very useful. So, I'm going to... Oh, that is not what I wanted to do. There we go. There we go. Nice and easy. Now we have a Logia fruit. We can't be hit. Hey, you absolute bozo. Bozo, you can't hit me. Alright, so we're level 56. It's time for our second boss. Let's go. There we go. Second boss down. Let's move on. Okay, so we are level 90, which means it's time to go and get our first basic abilities, which come over to this guy right here, and we can buy air jump. Also got to buy aura. There we go. And last but not least, we've got to get flash step. There we go. We got all our basic abilities now. So now we can use aura, which is actually going to help us quite a lot. So anyway, let's continue farming and then get on to that Yeti boss. Alright, so level 105, and it's time to take on the Yeti. Let's go. There we go. This is the most laggy server I think I've ever been on, so let's get out of here. Let's move on. Alright, so we've got 300 mastery on Dark Step, which is pretty good because it's 100 mastery off what we need to go and get Death Step, which is the upgraded version of this, but that's once we reach the 2nd sea. So we're not going to worry about that for now, and we're going to go and get Electric. Let's go do that. Alright, so we're at the Sky Islands. Here we are, so we're just going to head over here. This is where you can buy Electric behind these like little area. There we go, speak to the mad scientist, and for $500,000, we can buy Electric. There we go. Now, we're going to go level this up at the prison. Let's do it. Alright, so I unlocked the first 2 abilities for Electric, and I'm going to fight the Warden now, so let's get into it. There we go, that was pretty easy. I don't think he hit us at all, which is kind of funny. Anyway, I'm going to fight Don Swan next, and then we're going to move on to the next island. Let's go. Alright, so let's beat the last boss of the prison area, and then we can move on to the next islands. Let's go. There we go. He's beaten. Now we can move on to the next area. Oh my god, wait. Absolute bozo. Who do you think you're trying to fight? You got light? I don't even have a fruit, and I'm gonna beat you. There we go. Get out of my game. Get out of my game. Who do you think you are? I didn't even use a fruit. I beat you with a fighting style. Get out of here.
What I did last night, what I do, remember that it was real, real nice. Talks about me are never good. I don't live like the way that
Alright, so we're level 350. It's time to take on the Magma Admiral. Let's go.
I'm tonight. Just leave me alone. I'm running the show. I'm telling you, it's my time to rise.
There we go. We beat him. Alright, let's move on to Fishman Island and go and get our third and final fighting style for the first sea. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so we are at Fishman Island officially now, which means we can now get Water Kung Fu, which is the last and final fighting style for the first sea. What we're going to do is just come behind this little area, come over here and into the secret little area here, and we can buy it from this guy for 750,000. There we go. We've got Water Kung Fu. So let's go level this up like we've done with the other ones, and let's get it done. Alright, so we're going to be using Water Kung Fu to defeat the Fishman Lord. Let's go. There we go. That's pretty easy. Water Kung Fu is absolutely insane. Has some of the best M1s in the game. Anyway, let's move on to the Sky Islands. Let's go. Alright, so we're level 500. It's time to take on this boss behind us. Let's go. There we go. We beat him. That was pretty easy. Let's move on to the next boss. Okay, so we are level 575. It's time to take on the Thunder God. Let's do it. There we go. We killed him. It was kind of a close call there. Some of his abilities do absolutely ridiculous amounts of damage. But anyway, we're going to move on to the last boss of the first sea and get out of here so we can go to the second sea and get the new fighting styles. Let's do it. Alright, so it's time to beat the hardest boss of the first sea. Well, technically the second hardest boss. Look, I know Greybeard's the hardest boss, but this is the hardest normal boss of the first sea, okay? So let's get into it.
It's in my head all over again. I hold my breath 1, 2, 3 times. I've tried to be better, train like a dancer. I can't stop. My mind is a wildfire. I dive in the darkness. I'm in the
Alright, there we go. We killed him. We had some help from a portal user as well, which is kind of nice. But anyway, let's move on to the next sea. Let's do it. Alright, so we have made it to the second sea finally, which means we now have to go get all these basic fighting styles to 400 mastery so we can get the upgraded versions of them. So in the second sea, you were capable of getting the upgraded version of Water Kung Fu. You were also able to get the upgraded version of Dark Step, but you cannot get the upgraded version of Electric until you are in the third sea. However, the second sea does have two completely unique fighting styles that you were able to get. That is Dragon Breath and Superhuman. Superhuman is quite difficult to get, however, Dragon Breath is relatively easy to get, so we'll get that one soon. But first, before we get any of the new ones, I'm gonna get all my basic fighting styles to 400 mastery, so let's get it done.
better way to be better fixed on the real.
Alright, so 1 down, 2 to go. Let's get the other ones to 400 mastery.
I dive into vices, running our lives. It's our fatal.
Alright, so that is Dark Step done. Now we just need to get Electric up to 400 mastery, and then we've done all the basic fighting styles, and we can move on to the other new ones.
This time I'm gonna make
Alright, so there we go. I got the last one that we needed to 400 mastery. That was the Electric fighting style. So now we're going to get our hands on our first new fighting style, and that is going to be the Dragon Breath fighting style. Now, all I have to do is speak to this guy. There we go. We now have Dragon Breath. So I'm going to go upgrade this ability. You don't get any of the abilities until you've gotten quite a bit of mastery, as you can see down there. So we need to go level up. We need to go kill some NPCs. So let's get it done. Alright, we're going to beat the Smoke Admiral. Let's go.
raise my white flag in the night. This time I'm gonna make it right. I find my strength up.
Alright, there we go, we beat him. Let's get this fighting style to 400 mastery so we can move on to the second fighting style of the second C. Let's do it. Okay, so it's time to unlock Superhuman, which is one of the unique fighting styles available in the second C. It costs $3 million, and in order to unlock it, you need to get every single fighting style, pretty much what we've done before, all the way to 300 mastery. So every fighting style we've used, we need to get that to 300 mastery. We've already done that, so we can now get Superhuman. There we go. Now we have to go level this one up too.
Here it coming. You like rock and roll. Always started something. Now I can't let it go. Four-leaf clovers.
Okay, so I got Mastery 400 on Superhuman, which means I'm going to swap across to our next fighting style. But in order to actually get that fighting style, I need to kill the Ice Admiral, and he will drop an item called the Library Key. It's not guaranteed, so you might have to kill him a couple times, but let's get into it.
Lucid dreams, stars.
Wait, where did he go? Wait, he just went through the wall. Where is he? Okay, I have no idea where this guy went. He just went through the wall. I have no idea where he is. Alright, there we killed him. I don't know how I killed him through a wall, but he didn't drop the library key, so I'm gonna have to go find another one and kill him again. Alright, I finally got a library key. Oh my god, there we go. Okay, so let's open this door up, and then we can come in here and speak to this person right here, and we can get the evolved version of Dark Step, which is Death Step. Now, I'm gonna get this one to 400 mastery as well, so let's continue to do that, and then when we level up a little bit more, we can go and get the evolved version of Water Kung Fu, so let's get it done. Okay, so I got to 400 mastery on the Death Step fighting style. You'll see me use all the abilities versing this guy behind me. I did, however, go over a little bit because I was trying to level up quite a lot in order to beat this guy. He is quite a difficult boss to beat, but he does drop something called a Water Key, which is one of the requirements in order to get the upgraded version of Water Kung Fu, which is Sharkman Karate. So, let me go and beat this guy. Hopefully, we can get it first try. Let's go. Alright, there we go, we beat him. I did not, however, get the Water Key, but as you can tell, that boss is very, very hard to beat. That took me a while. So anyway, I'm going to go kill this guy a couple more times. Hopefully we can get the Water Key in the next go. Let's do it. Okay, so we got Sharkman Karate. It took me forever. Oh my god, the Tidekeeper is a difficult boss to kill. Not a very fun one to kill on repeat. So anyway, we're going to reach level 1500, and then we're going to move on to the third and final C. We've got 3 more fighting styles to go and unlock. So, let's get into it. Okay, so we're level 1500, which is the max level for the second C. I've got to kill 2 bosses to get into the third C. So, I'm going to kill this guy right here, and then I'll kill the next one after we've beaten this guy. Let's go. Oh my god, hacker, go away. Come here. Come here. Stop. Go away. Get out of my game. Get out of my game. Stupid bozo hacker. Get out. Go away. Come here. You think you can hack in my game? Get out. He's got extra range. Get out of here, you stupid hacker. Oh my god, man. Why are people like this? Go away. Alright, there we go. We did it. We had to kill him twice because the stupid hacker got in my way. Okay, so behind me is Rip Indra. He's the boss that I need to beat all the way down to half HP in order to get to the third C. So let's do it.
Weekends, taking all the back roads. We can make the time slow, betting on a feeling. We keep on reliving as the moon is rising.
Alright, there we go. He'll release that like kind of weird black mist thing, and then it'll enter into a cutscene. There we go. So we're going to skip this cutscene and head over to the third C now. Let's do it. Alright, so we're in the third C now, which means we can now get the upgraded version of Electric, which is Electric Claw, and we can go and get the upgraded version of Dragon Breath, which will turn into Dragon Talon. Both very, very overpowered fighting styles. And then we can finally get the upgraded version of Superhuman, which will be Godhuman. So, let's go get Electric Claw right now. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to go get Electric Claw now, but before we do that, I'm going to set my home right here, and you'll see why I do this in a minute. There we go. So, I just got to head over to the NPC now. Let's do it. Okay, so here we are. This is the previous hero, the guy who sells Electric Claw. Now, pretty much what he's going to tell us that we do is like, you seem you have potential. Alright, if you can go to the mansion within 30 seconds, I'll considering telling you. Okay, so pretty much we have 30 seconds to get there. All we have to do really though is just teleport. That's why I set my home. Makes life a lot easier. There we go. Says well done. Return to the previous hero. So let's go return to him. Okay, so there we go. I've got Electric Claw. All I have to do is get this to 400 Mastery, like I've been doing with all the other fighting styles, and then we can go and get Dragon Talon, which will be the last and final one we need to do for Godhuman. Let's get it done. Okay, so in order to get Dragon Talon, I need to go and get an item called a Fire Essence. Now, this item is very much luck-based, which is why we're going to start on this early. So, I've gone and collected some bones, and I'm going to speak to the Death King right here. This guy will allow you to roll for a random item, right? It's a random surprise, so you can see I rolled some fragments there, which is kind of nice, but we need a Fire Essence. We can roll 10 times every 2 hours, I think it is. So, we're gonna get lucky. Okay, I got it. I didn't actually think I would get it at all. This is actually incredibly rare. I'm very happy I got this. Wow, okay, well that was easy. Okay, so all I have to do to get Dragon Talon is just talk to this guy right here and give him the Fire Essence. There we go. So, I pretty much don't have enough money or fragments yet to actually buy Fire Essence, but that's okay because we've traded in the Fire Essence, which means I don't have to worry about that anymore. I can just go level up Electric Claw, and then when I do have enough money, I can come back and buy it anytime. Alright, so we're level 1677. I've almost got Electric Claw to 400 Mastery. I'm still working on getting the money and the fragments for Dragon Talon, but without further ado, I'm going to show you the abilities on the Island Empress. Let's go.
I can hear it coming. You like rock and roll. Oh, it started something. Now I can't let it go. Four-leaf clovers.
Alright, there we go. We killed her. Oh my god. Third sea bosses are very, very hard to kill with fighting styles alone. They just aren't that powerful in general. So, that was hard. That was very difficult. But without further ado, let's level up, get some money, and get Dragon Talon. Okay, so I finally got enough money. There we go. So we should be able to buy it now. There shouldn't be any issues. Here we go. There we go. We got Fire Talon. So, in my opinion, Fire Talon's actually one of my favorite fighting styles. So, I'm going to level up a little bit. And I think when we are able to fight a boss, we will go do that so I can show you guys the abilities. And then after we've gotten this one, all we need to do is go and get Godhuman. Let's get it done. Okay, so we're level 1875. We've got more than enough mastery on Dragon Talon, but unfortunately we don't have enough money yet to buy Godhuman or the materials. So I'm going to defeat this boss with Dragon Talon. Let's go. Really? Oh my god, Doe. Oh yes, very skillful, very cool, very awesome. Doe user. Very cool. Alright, attempt number 2, without the Doe user interrupting me.
Hating all you like. Is it everything you hoped it'd be? A masterpiece of perfect scene. Stars in your eyes and life running wild. I can feel it moving like a never-ending song. I can see now what they all talk.
Alright, there we go, we killed him. As you can see, that is kind of why I like Dragon Talon so much. It's just so easy. You can snipe bosses, you can stun lock them, and you do so much damage. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we can finally get Godhuman, so all we have to do is go to the NPC, who's kind of hidden up here in a tree. He kind of just hides away. And we just speak to the ancient monk right here once we have all the requirements. And there we go. We have the hardest style in the entire game to unlock, Godhuman. So all we have to do now is get all of its abilities and then do a little bit of a showcase, I think. So let's get into it. Alright, so before we end this video, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of a showcase of what Godhuman is capable of. The first ability, the Z move, the Soaring Beast. This is what it does. As you can see, it is a much, much cooler version of the Superhuman ability. Very cool. The second one is the Heaven and Earth ability. As you can see there, it knocks him up into the air with a bit of smoke. But that actually has a secret little hidden ability in itself. So if you hold down the second ability, it creates that whirlwind that pushes people back. Very, very cool. I think it's the only fighting style in the game that has technically 2 abilities in one. And the last and final ability, if you hold this one down, you get one hell of a punch. There we go. You literally become One Punch Man. It's pretty cool. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. And tell me down below what you guys want to see next.